adapter.
No, you can't. You cannot.
Okay.
You have the adapter, but you only have one portal to
right.
plug in,
That's
charge.
That's
It's
right.
only one thing. It just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what it does, although it is waterproof. I haven't put it to the test. We'll see.
You want to do it? It's right here. Let's do it.
No.
I work in the industry. It's cool.
yeah.
I'll get you hooked up. I work in the industry. It's good to go.
You work for Apple?
No, I work for.
You work for a cell phone stand?
No, I don't work for. No. No.
I've been there before.
Yeah,
I have worked in
yeah.
cell phone
I've never
stand.
worked. Dude, I would fucking murder it in one of those middle kiosks. Selling the
lotion.
This
the
salt
lotion
is from Israel, from the Dead Sea.
Absolutely. Dude, as you're using it, your hands get a nice scrub.
Let me tell you something. I
Let me talk to you about
got
this.
the steamers. They were selling steamers one Christmas. I got the steamers that my wife still uses it and says it's the best fucking steamer she's ever gotten.
Did you walk up and go, sir, I want to talk to you. I'd like to talk to you. Would you like to see this? You're like, fuck yeah, I do. What are you selling?
I was walking by and I just saw a steamer and I thought my wife we have a steamer and it just is such a pain in the ass.
The carpet.
No,
okay.
like a closed steamer.
Oh.
Like the kind you get on like a set.
You
like,
put it on the hanger and just let it just go.
It's got a hanging thing and it's got and so we have it. It's just such a pain in the ass. So I said to my wife, I go, I said to myself as I'm walking through, I see the steamer. It's like a hand steamer. It's very easy. So the guy said, "Oh, you want steamer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I bought fucking 6 of them.
Did you give them out as gifts or you just
gave it
keep
to my
them all?
mom, my sister, my wife,
You
her
always
best friend.
keep a backup. You got to keep one backup.
Well, the thing was, he's like, buy 2, get 1 free. And then I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, fuck, if I buy 4, do I get 2 free? He's like, yeah. And I go, now my Christmas shopping's done. Oh, I forgot to tell a joke tonight. Anyway.
Do tell.
No, it's
You come to Morty's tomorrow. He might remember it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I might remember it.
Are you posting this tomorrow?
This is actually live right now on a webcam right up there through YouTube. We do it through YouTube.
You want to wave and say hello to nobody.
I'm gonna ballpark it at 7 people.
Usually we get about 30, 40.
Really?
Yeah.
But right, it's just thank you so much. I just know how live streaming is. When you first did it, like when I first started doing it, it was like the shit.
People gave a shit.
Oh, I got 2,000 people because they were like amazed. Now they're like dead to it. They're like, I
don't fucking care.
Yeah,
I never even look at it because half the time the stats are wrong anyway, so it didn't even matter. I don't even look at it.
I used to be really big on Periscope. I guess
Periscope?
I'm technically still big on Periscope, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the only one.
But my favorite thing to do is follow sheiks.
Yeah.
Dude,
just to see what the fuck they're
sheiks.
getting into. They're getting into crazy shit.
They're selling wives and shit and girls.
No. I've never seen that. Oh, I'm not saying that like defensively, but no, but
that's good.
But what they're doing is they drive around their Range Rovers and they face the cameras. It's a real thing.
Sure.
Playing DMX and shit.
Face their cameras out driving, so you see where they're driving. It's kind of interesting, a little interesting. All the cities look the same, and then every now and then they go into airports and you see them with their posses and their bodyguards. And then if you follow them enough, sometimes you'll see their harem and you'll see them buying. Yeah, dude, I saw them it was a blonde girl from Texas.
Alexis, Texas?
By the way, you can chat. So you like jump in. And
and you could like message him like, how much is that one going to be worth?
And the guys, no. You just be like, hey, who is she? Because I'm like, I know she's got a model. You know she's a model.
Sure,
She's got a website.
Right.
I know she's a fucking spokesperson or whatever she's trying to do. She's trying to make it big. Yep. And this was how she's going to make money. Yep. So she ends up in fucking Tehran or wherever, being some part of a harem.
She was in
Where's Tehran? I thought that was in Iran.
Oh, Iran. Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait. What did she do? Okay, gotcha.
You're worse at fucking geography than I am.
And
you know what's
bad part
crazy?
is that
I'm actually a geography history guy.
Are you serious?
You know what? Yeah.
So then I watched one time I watched this Sheik by Stallions, Arabian Stallions.
Oh shit!
He was in Brussels.
Beautiful tails and shit.
It was raining.
I like how you described it as 90% dash cam and 10%.
10%.
It was 90% Russian, 90% Russian, 10% like other cool shit.
Dude, what's up with Russia's dash cams?
It's the best shit in the world. You could watch it for hours and you go. They always get into normal travel commute in Russia is basically fucking meteors hitting and crashes.
There's a dash cam of a meteor,
better about
exploding over exploding over a guy's like driving.
St. Petersburg.
And you can see like he has another dash cam that's facing towards him, and like this giant plume of light. And he just puts his visor down as he's driving. Once it goes away, puts it back up again.
Wait,
like it's nothing.
But what is how come there are so many dash cams in Russia?
There's so many accidents.
Yeah, and there's so many psychopaths. Like it's just
no
like
proof of anything.
My favorite
in a wreck, you can't prove anything.
But they don't have insurance there.
I don't.
They have insurance of some
No,
sort.
they don't.
Although I was gonna say you would know better than I. I've not
They
been.
don't have
I've not
insurance.
drank with the mafia or mob. I would know. So
They
you
do
would know.
not have insurance.
Okay.
I would almost bet their insurance is a baseball bat under their seat.
My
Or
favorite dash
A
cam.
Glock.
Yeah, my favorite dash cam
I know what you're gonna say already.
is the dude who like stops and just rolled down the window real slow, points a gun out, and then comes back in again.
No. Best
What's
Russian
the
dash
axe?
cam. Best Russian dash cam. What are you gonna say?
I'm,
There's an answer, and I'll tell it to you.
What about the tank?
No.
the tank one just going over? Okay.
Wolves.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen the Wolves.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bring it
Best
up.
Russian dash cam.
Bring it up on the tablet.
Cop pulls over somebody,
He's got wolves in his car.
and and a fucking pack of wild wolves. The cop has to jump into their car because a pack of wild wolves try to attack him.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine though, just being that's your life? Like your life is like, well, here's what happened at work today.
Yeah, I grew up in Florida.
No, YouTube. I do not want to try out for the kids. Thank you. I appreciate
yeah.
not tonight. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Real quick intro.
Oh,
You're
shit.
listening to the Permanent Relegation podcast.
podcast. That's right.
Andy,
Chris, as always.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Here at
And
Chatham, as always.
Bert.
Who's that?
I don't know. Some guy I picked up on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Bert. My name's Bert. I'll pitch myself.
Okay.
My name's Bert. I work in stand-up comedy.
I'm hoping to make it big one day.
I am. I am hoping to make it big. Like
You have a podcast.
I have a podcast called the Bertcast,
Yeah.
which my numbers are you guys noticing your numbers raising a lot lately?
Sure, man. Totally.
My
If I
numbers
told
are,
you they're going down, would you be upset?
no, I'd be shocked though. I think people are starting to discover a podcast.
They are.
See, I'm a big
Yeah.
podcast fan, legit.
Yeah.
So like that's why I do stuff like this because I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big get, but I know for a fact when like Steve-O did mine, I was like really excited to have him because I knew that people that listen to my podcast would be excited for it.
Yeah.
And so like, and I'm not once again, I'm not a big get, but I know that yeah. This is the
So we have
Wolves.
this shit. Yeah, dude.
Okay, check this out.
this is fucking great.
Guy goes.
Oh,
pull
I
him
have
over.
seen this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, they're like, get in the car. Get in the
Wait.
car.
The title is Marauding Wolves Marauding.
He's like, hey, how you guys doing? He's like, oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys are speeding back there. Did you guys notice that? Yeah. Did you notice the pack of wild wolves and stuff back there?
How many times have you watched this?
I've watched it a lot. No, I didn't notice the wolves. They're back there? Yeah, they're back there, and that's why the fuck we were speeding, because wolves are about to eat us. Listen,
Really?
have you guys been drinking? And he's
Or
like,
on drugs.
I have not been drinking.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God, holy
shit,
cow.
oh fuck, there really are wolves. Okay,
Holy
get your
shit,
car
dude,
real
come on.
quick.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. Holy shit.
It's a whole pack of wolves.
There's a fuckload of wolves.
and they just run by the car like we ain't even worried about you, dude.
The guy got in the car. By the way, he's like, your headlight was out.
Here's a ticket. Like, get the fuck out of my car. Get
So
in.
on the topic of podcasts, was the reason that you started a podcast because of being on Rogan's podcast?
Yeah. Well, no. It wasn't. I don't know if it was on because of being on Rogan's. It was because of Joe.
Okay.
Like Joe just was like, you need to do a podcast, and I was like, I don't know.
Like one of the first times you were on, he was saying you should tell these stories and record this.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. And he's like, no, but I would listen to a podcast with you just drunk in your man cave every night, and I was like, yeah. I think I'm a good guest. I don't know. It's a deflection of validation, but I was like, I think I'm a good guest, and he's like, no, you are a good guest, but you should do your own podcast. Tom Segura is legit the reason that I actually started, because I had a party at my house. Joey Diaz was there. My dad was there. Tommy was there. And I had the equipment. I had bought all the equipment. I just wasn't using it. And Tom
That
went
was the one where
over.
your dad was like really fucked up, wasn't it?
No, that was the second time that we all
Okay.
hung out. So
I've listened to a lot of the Bertcast, so I'm just
Tommy went over and literally hit record and was like, your podcast is starting right now.
He's like, oh, okay.
And I didn't know what a podcast was. It was just all of us hanging out in my man cave.
Mhm.
And it's so funny. I thought my numbers were through the roof. I remember bragging to like Tom what I thought were big numbers at the time. Now I know what big numbers are, and they were not. But it was a lot. It was enough to keep me interested in it for 3 years. I would say 3 years. That those couple of podcasts where you'd like that one, the other one I did where Joey gave my dad marijuana, the one I did with Stanhope. Those were enough to keep me interested in it, so that I just keep doing it. But I wasn't regular. And then roughly a year ago, around this time, probably a year and a couple months ago, I got disinterested in television a tad bit. I just felt like a very phoniness about it, and I was like, I'm looking for something
Were
real.
you still doing Trip Flip at that time?
I just wrapped Trip Flip, and I was starting up Bert the Conqueror
Okay. Again.
again,
Yeah.
and it was a reboot, and I felt like I was moving backwards in my career.
Right.
By the way, this is I hope this doesn't sound shitty for anyone who loved those shows, but like that's just where I was at. I was like, I should be doing a new show or like doing another season of the show I was already doing, not going back to a show that's already been canceled.
Right.
And Travel Channel was amazingly cool. They gave me all the rights to do whatever the fuck I wanted on Bert the Conqueror. I was directing it practically. I mean, I say practically because I was a director, but like I was directing it. I was in Philadelphia and I saw a vlog by this guy Casey Neistat and this other guy,
yes.
Mr. Ben Brown.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And I got very interested. I said I wonder if I could do that. And so I ended up doing it.
Started vlogging more.
I started vlogging and I started thinking, wow, man, if I post these like once a week, I bet people will show up. I mentioned it to Tommy and Tommy said, you should do that with your podcast because your podcast already has followers. And I was like, what? He's like, make it regular. Pick a day and do it every day. And so I said, all right, I'll pick Wednesdays. And I started focusing on my podcast. And I want to say the first guest I had where I realized the importance of it, I was like, oh man, I think it was Steve Agee, someone who I've always wanted to hang out with. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. I get to hang out with him. And now we're friends. And now we know each other. And now when I see him in the club, I can go, hey, Steve. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And so I started focusing on my podcast. And my numbers have I only do first day downloads is how I judge things. But my numbers have tripled from the first day downloads
just
in 1 year.
First day downloads. You don't care about, I don't know, the next day where somebody might have just missed that day?
No, the first day downloads.
In general.
It's my first 24-hour downloads. I can judge where that podcast will go. I don't look back at the numbers and go.
Because that kick at the first day is where you're going to gauge, okay,
well,
all these people are going to want.
You guys are on Libsyn, right?
Day. No.
Oh, okay. Well, so on Libsyn, you can see the spike. And so that spike, I need to keep that. I want to keep that spike, that first day spike.
Yep.
So I always try to release it like 6 p.m. LA time so that I can get that full spike. And so, because if you're like this one I released, here's another thing though. Duncan Trussell said to me, he goes, if you're not growing on your podcast, you're not doing anything with your life. And he's like, and it was so interesting because Duncan's always done different stuff and always tried to be out of the box. For fucking 3 years, I did basically a mashup of Marin, Rogan, Jay Moore, like whatever anyone was doing on podcasting. Nothing different, nothing interesting.
You were trying to be somebody else.
I was just doing what everyone else was doing. And then I was like, and then I had this like little bit of a turn of events where I was like, everyone, like I had Danish and O'Neill on, and Danish and O'Neill, my numbers were on my first day were like 1.5 more than than ever before. And I was like, that's odd. And everyone just liked that we were drinking. So then I had Kimberly Congdon and Sarah Weinshank on, and my numbers once again were 1.5. And then I had Bill Burr and Tom Segura on, and we had a little whiskey and a cigar. And my numbers, first day downloads, I want to say were like over 250,000. And I was like,
is that the
recent one?
That 200 episode 200?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went back and I did a couple single ones, and the numbers were high, but they weren't Tom and Bill high. And I went, that's odd. And then I went, all right, Canary in the Mine. Let's throw out me and Ari and Steve Renazizi. We drank, and I put it up, and my numbers were 1.5 more than Tom, like well over 250,000 for the first day downloads. And I went, oh fuck, okay, that's what I'm doing in my podcast. I'm gonna have my friends. I'm gonna get 2 comics that I like that maybe don't even know each other, that maybe know each other, that maybe like each other, and we're gonna drink. And that's the direction my podcast is going. So like I ran into John Doors, an amazing comedian, the other day, and I was like, we should podcast. And I was like, I would love to hang out with John and podcast with him by myself, definitely. But I said to him, I said, hey, just so you know, my numbers are like 3 times higher if we have another comic on. And he was like, Brendan Walsh. Me, you, and Brendan Walsh were getting drunk. And I went, oh my God, fuck yeah. Like, as a podcast fan, I'm like, fuck, I would listen to that.
Yeah.
So
that's actually kind of echoes what, I mean, obviously not.
Well, here's the thing. We understand like starting and being nothing and then turning into something big, or in our case, this for like 3 starting years. And being shit
3 years?
And doing nothing and still doing nothing. It's great. I mean, we totally understand.
Here's the difference. So you ready? I'll tell you that this is the difference. So I'll tell you I gave you a rough estimate of my numbers, and you can judge and go, oh, I know what our numbers are. I know what our big podcasts are. Here's the difference. It's food trucks. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have a food truck, and what I have is a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell franchises in fucking New Zealand and Ohio and Rhode Island and Montana. I'm spread thin. I would be shocked if we didn't have almost identical amount of listeners in Indiana. So I look at you guys as like a food truck. Like you guys do something, you do it very well. It's very distinct to this region. Yeah. But coming on your podcast, your fans are legit fans. Like they're legit. Yeah. If they listen to your podcast, they'll hear this and go, fuck, I'm going to Morty's this weekend. And then, but I'm not even fucking around. Yeah. And that is the future of podcasting. One of the biggest podcasts I've ever done is Tom and Dan. Do you guys know Tom and Dan?
Yep.
Tom and Dan, they're not on the charts.
Yeah.
I'm on the charts. I'm like always top 30 comedy podcast.
Right.
Doesn't mean a fucking thing
Yep.
because I'm spread so thin. You do Tom and Dan, maybe they're 90 on the charts or 80 on the charts. Dude, you go to Orlando, you sell out every fucking show.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, as a comic, as a businessman, as a podcaster, you guys focus on this and fuck, who gives a shit about fucking being big in LA or big in Australia?
I think that's one of the things that we just, we started the show
Sitting on his fucking
sitting
couch,
on my
making fun
couch
of
making fun of Tom
Tom
Izzo
Izzo.
during March Madness.
looking pasty as
Because
fuck, and there's neon green outfits.
Because people were like, "Hey, you guys should do a show." It was one of those things where, like, almost like the Joe Rogan thing was like, "You should do a show where you guys just talk to each other."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Okay." And then we started to kind of like, even me listening to you, listening to Rogan, listening to Doug Loves Movies, and all of those like podcasts that are very popular. I'm like, well, this is what people enjoy. So kind of like subconsciously try to mold that type of style.
Yeah.
But then the more times, and the weird thing is we're both soccer fans, and we had a soccer team
MMA,
here.
soccer,
Yeah,
all that,
MMA,
right,
soccer,
yeah.
beer. Once we started to focus on something and just talk about what we enjoy talking about, but
Yeah.
bringing people on, not talking about their profession, just talking to them.
Just bullshitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like.
What
I love when you like, dude, one of the best podcast guests out there is Shane Moss. You guys know him?
Obviously, I've never talked to him, but
Oh,
yeah.
he's fucking amazing. But he's one of those guys that you meet, you hang out with, and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, dude, I need to party with this guy more. Like I heard him on Marin, and I was like, I haven't even scratched the fucking surface. I heard him on Rogan. It's like Miss Pat. Miss Pat is podcast gold.
Yeah.
But she's just so fucking interesting. Joey
She's also
Diaz.
so out there and has those
look.
stories.
I'll say I won't say me in this group because I think that would be uninsightful. But I will say that
I will say me.
podcasting made my career. Like I benefited from podcasting more than I ever would a late night stand up set. Like I'm a storyteller, so like I'm doing Conan in January, and I'm trying to dial down stories because they're 12 minutes long.
Right.
And
you have 4 minutes to do Conan?
Yeah, and when I'm not doing stand up, I'm doing panel.
Oh, okay.
So I got to tell it with him.
Oh, okay.
But at the same time, it's like for that format, it's tough. But dude, that's right up podcasting's alley.
Yep.
I remember the first time I met Joey Diaz. You can find it online, and you'll see, no joke, top 5 hardest I've ever laughed in my life. We're all sitting around, we're passing around a joint. This is back when I didn't smoke weed on air because I was so nervous that anyone would. Now it's legal in California. So
Bust in your doors and go, we know where you were.
I just didn't want my kids to see it because I was like, but now it's legal in LA,
Sure.
so it's like, what are they not?
Yeah.
My kids watch Viceland with me, and they're like, why is weed so bad? And I'm like, it's not. And they're like, you know what? I totally understand, Dad. I was I'm like, wait. I'm not saying go smoke that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
They're like, but I'm like, but if you're gonna smoke over drink, then I'll be like, yeah. And they're like,
I
you know
said
what,
to
He's
Dad?
got
I
2
understand.
daughters as well. So
I said to my
teenagers.
daughters this last week. I said, "Here's the deal with marijuana. I go, I'd rather you smoke marijuana than drink.
Yeah.
I go, it.
I would rather
I
smoke
go,
marijuana
but here's the
than
deal:
drink.
you can't smoke marijuana before you're fucking 18.
Right.
And I was like, if you want to try it at 18, that's totally fine. But before then, your brain's still developing, and I don't want you to fuck up your brain.
Yeah.
For just having a good time. And trust me, it's not that hard to not smoke pot.
Right.
And she was like, okay. And she was like,
This is a
why?
weird conversation. Why'd you bring it up?
She's like, I'm 12. Why are we talking about this?
Exactly right.
I was like, because I don't know.
Because I'm not ready to talk about sex with you. So weed is the first thing. It's my
Oh,
gateway talk.
She's
It's my
so
gateway
far away
talk.
from that.
No, yeah,
She's-
no,
but-
trust me. I get it.
But Joey Diaz made me laugh so fucking hard. He said, "Dog," exact word.
Yeah.
Dog. You ever break into a chick's house on a Quaalude, need a pussy?
I remember that. I remember that.
That was the heyday of podcasting. That's when you
But
said
that's the
stuff and
thing
you
is-
didn't know that other people were listening.
The thing is that's only like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. That wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. No, it was probably 4 years ago. Definitely, yeah. I just bought a house. My life was changing so much, and then Joey and I became very close.
Yeah.
Like very close. Still are. I tweeted out about his special today, and I haven't heard from him, but his special is going to be huge.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Joey Diaz's special is called Socially Unacceptable. It's on CISO. You can get down here. This, by the way, this is where people get lost in these specials. Is that it is? You go, oh, I don't want to fucking do CISO. You're wrong. CISO is so simple. You go to the App Store.
It's
you
$3 too.
you-
It's like
you-
$3 or $4 a month.
You don't even need to do that. You go to the CISO store. You go to the App Store. You buy get the CISO app. Put in the code word Joey. and you're watching CISO for 3 months for free.
Oh, well,
I did the same thing with Stanhope Special. Like, it's
how do we think CISO feels about this?
that they're the
They
ones
want
that
it
started
because
it.
they want the traffic. Right.
Yeah, they want people to find
You know what
them.
my favorite thing on CISO is?
What?
Is Big J Okerson's crowd work show.
I'm on that. I was on that
I know,
last year.
you're-
I'm on again this year.
That is some of the best. I haven't laughed harder watching that.
Damn it! You know, it's so funny. I watched Stanhope's special on CISO, and I forgot to watch Jay Okerson's. That's fucking yeah. CISO's a good app. I don't know how they're doing, but
I don't know how they're doing either, but they're getting my $4 a month.
yeah.
I mean,
But my Showtime special aired about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Did it? No,
Yeah.
no. Probably a month ago.
Yeah.
But you can go to it's
Early
so
November.
simple. If you want to watch it, it's so simple. Get the Showtime app. Sign up for the free trial. Who are you looking at?
These guys. Actually, this is actually my neighbor, this is gonna be interesting part. No, it's my neighbor. He was like, it's his anniversary, and he chose to bring his wife to just come and listen live.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
great.
Right.
So
So
they're listening on
Brett and
YouTube.
Michelle are listening, and she just graduated.
Oh, is this
Undergrad.
how can I find this on YouTube so I can see what it looks like?
YouTube.com/permanent relegation.
So anyway, I was saying the CISO,
Yeah.
the Showtime app. Sign up for the 7-day free trial.
Mhm.
Put in your email address and a password. You make up your own password, and literally, you are watching it then. It's that easy. I watch my Showtime special on my phone within. I'm not fucking around. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I signed up for the app. I downloaded the app, signed up for the app, and then got the 7-day free trial and watched it. And I went, wow, that was fucking simple. And then I got it, and then I was like, you know, it's I like watching shit easier that way. Like I'd rather it on my iPad.
Yeah.
So much easier in bed. I think
Right.
I think it fucks up your eyes, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather watch it on a TV. I think I see it better.
But you're not supposed to like watch or mess with your phone right before you go to sleep because apparently it's bad for you or some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah. Because you don't sleep a full sleep
Yeah,
because
right.
your brain's active.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because
Even
it
though
thinks
I
it's
do that
daytime.
every fucking
Right.
time.
What's really funny is Colby, who like I was like, oh, Colby, of course you're a fucking Kreischer fan. Like, why wouldn't you be like, you two are like
Yeah.
kindred spirits and
Yeah.
like animals? So he's like, tell Bert, I'm gonna be watching this on my TV through YouTube. And he's like, his dick would look huge on TV. I was like, I'm not telling him that. He goes, oh, you're gonna tell him that. He goes, because it's gonna look amazing because you guys broadcast. I was like, Colby,
What is wrong with
I think
Colby?
it's called. He just went through a divorce and
Well, that's
he's in a dark place.
There's that too.
He's in a dark place.
There's that too.
Take a look at that dick.
Just there you go. Thank you. You know what? That's
All
There you
I
go.
know is my our new bumper for
Well
the
done,
show
sir.
is just going to be you going, take a look at that dick.
By the way,
by
that's
the way.
one I Photoshop it.
By the way,
What I do is I take pictures of myself naked, then Photoshop it, and send it to Segura, and then I go, hey, weight loss is going good, and then he goes, hey man, I see your dick in this. I go, oh shit, I forgot to crop it out. My bad. And it's an impressive dick. I mean, take a look at that. Take a look. Take a look.
Yeah, I
Like,
saw it.
it's-
Thank
no,
you.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
well done.
It's
well done.
Photoshop.
Whose dick
so
is
well.
that, by the
It's
way?
mine. It's mine. I got this app. I got this app called Facetune,
Oh, and you just did it on your dick.
and I just
that's just a
widen it.
stretch.
I just
Yeah.
stretch it.
Right,
I widen it
exactly.
and lengthen it.
I was gonna
Dude, the
go.
real dick looks so sad after you Facetuned it. You literally, you go, that looks good. I look good in that picture. And I realized I don't need to lose weight. I just need a bigger dick.
Yeah. Doesn't that happen when you lose weight? Is that it looks?
They say you add an inch
By the
of
way,
dick, but
fucking
I've
cheers.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
Bert, thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
I've lost 19 pounds and I'm not
Well done.
seen 2 inches of dick.
Yeah. Well, no. It's a quarter inch of dick per 19 pounds. Actually, like, trust me.
Dude, my dick is so sad right now. It's like, I don't even know if it gets fully hard when I jack off anymore. It just kind of like, like it's so
like
funny.
again. Okay.
I saw this.
Isn't that the worst porn though? Is when they try to like fucking jam it in when it's like 3/4 erect. And it's like, God damn it! What? Just get it going.
I saw a YouTube. I saw a Pornhub title that said, I don't know what I was looking at, but it was, I'm
Yeah,
scrolling through,
Sure.
and it was
The thumbnail looked good.
bringing my weak, useful limp cock to ejaculation with a vibrator, and I went, why would you
What?
post that?
Yeah.
Like,
And you watched it, didn't you?
no, no. But I was like, I could see myself in that.
Hey, here's your chicken breast.
Oh, thank
Just
you
a
so
chicken
much.
breast with hot
Do
sauce.
you have like a hot sauce or something? Sriracha is great. Sriracha is
Yeah.
great. I need some sort of protein in me. I gotta fucking. I'm on a
That's-
diet, but I'm trying to. And this looks like such creamy.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's creamy.
Spice some mayo.
It's fucking
Spicy mayo.
Oh, it's mayo.
There's
Thank
your
you so
sriracha.
much.
Just fucking just.
Probably have to open it first, there, buddy.
By the way, that hot sauce is really fucking good.
What's hot sauce?
That hot sauce is really
This
good.
this stuff right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to stay away from it though, don't you?
Yeah.
It's got mayo in it. I get it, dude. So all right.
God damn, just eat it like a savage, man.
So is this for your Speedo endorsement? Are you just trying to lose it down?
No, it's a bet with Tom Segura.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
And whoever loses the most poundage,
That's right.
by January 3rd, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Has to shave their beard and then take. No, you have to shave your beard.
The other person shaves their beard. So, and I want to sit on his lap so bad.
Is this going to be like when you shaved his armpits?
Oh, yeah. He just wants an equally funny video that says Tom shaves Bert. Because Bert shaves Tom is the funniest thing on the internet.
That's one of the things, like when you're talking about how the funniest I've ever heard you laugh, at least recorded.
Oh, yeah.
That is probably the funniest.
That's the hardest I've ever laughed. No. I've laughed a lot. There's another one on there if you see.
No way. You have laughed a lot?
Epic cattle fail is one of the hardest I've ever laughed. I bought a cap on accident.
Wait a minute. Accidental cattle fail?
Epic cattle fail.
Epic cattle. What is that video?
Sorry, I'm eating
I'll just show you.
People are used to us stopping and drinking and eating and all that. I'll slam wings, and because their wings here are fan-fucking-tastic.
Don't do that.
No, the best part is that he's a big pizza fan, and I was like, dude, you can eat. Like,
I'm a big pizza fan.
there's a pizza here. I'm just gonna tell you about the pizza. Can I just tell you about the pizza?
Yeah, please.
There's one called the Evaristo.
An Evaristo pizza, chorizo, avocado, jalapeno peppers,
jalapenos. Dude,
Yeah.
it's so good.
fucking spicy as hell.
Really?
Tomatoes.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
it's fucking
It's
phenomenal.
fucking.
And they
it's
do
the
okay.
best pizza I've ever
Pizza's
had
not
in
the
my life.
toppings, right? So if a good pizza is not the toppings, it's actually the crust.
Yeah.
And the crust is fantastic. It builds with oh my god, it just like burns and melts in your mouth. It's so good. So good.
Should we get one?
Dude, I love Evaristo. Dude, I'll eat a fucking
No,
Evaristo.
we're not. I don't want to be like that responsible where you're gonna go back and be like, I was on this fucking podcast in Indianapolis and they made me eat a pizza.
Hey, guess what? I don't give a fuck, guys. I'll order an Evaristo right
Yeah,
now.
I'll eat
anyway.
it. I mean, I'll eat it.
I just
Listen to
wanna
this guy.
see it.
You just
I
want to see it?
I wanna see
We can fucking get Cindy over here and
What's-
ask her.
Like I look at my calories. I probably had maybe 1,000 calories today.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, I don't count alcohol as calories.
Right.
Yeah, but you're just
I'm with
doing
you.
you're just doing liquor though.
Yeah.
When
just
that switch
vodka,
happened?
Just vodka. When I started this weight loss challenge.
Okay. Do you miss beer?
No,
No?
to be honest with you, I don't want to get drunk as much when I'm just drinking vodka because
Yep.
vodka's not super like.
You sustain better. Like at least with me, I'll drink vodka and I'll just sustain better
All right,
and have that
so
level.
what kind of
up.
vodka though? I'm a huge Tito's guy. I love Tito's.
Tito's, they reached out to me. They're
Yeah.
hashtag Team Bert.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really? All
Yeah,
right.
Tito's is Team Bert. The Rock is Team Bert.
Okay.
Those are the two big tweets I've gotten
I mean,
about this
rockin'-
weight loss challenge.
When you saw The
Rockin'
Rock,
Tito's.
did you about shit yourself?
When he tweeted me,
Yeah.
I lost my shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I made
Rock.
it so uncomfortable for my daughter who just wants a dad to look strong. And I stopped and I started like doing little baby like jazz squares. And I was like, oh my God. The Rock retweeted me.
Yeah.
And Georgia was like, wait,
Not only retweeted
The
you,
Rock from Moana?
like mentioned you, and then
Mentioned me?
Yeah.
Dude, he's the greatest man that ever lived. I love him so much.
It's that smile. He's smiling. You're like, I wouldn't care if you punched me in the face right now. That smile makes
Dude,
me
he
feel
gets
good.
at it hard as fuck every day in the gym. This guy's up at 4 a.m. I wear his shirt to inspire me to work out.
And
The
how
Brahma
does-
Bull one, like the old
No,
school.
No,
Oh.
it is. I got it
Not the
from.
wrestling one.
sorry.
Not the Brahma Bull.
No. What's
Sorry.
the one?
Like old
It's-
school Rocky Maivia one.
No, it's cheesy. It's I got it from
Is it one of his
not
Under Armour ones?
Dynasty. What's the name of the company that
Hot Topic.
sells Homage? You know Homage?
Uh-uh.
You don't know Homage?
Mm-mm.
Ooh, Homage is great. They're an Ohio company.
Okay.
We saw each other in Liberty,
Cincinnati.
right?
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
like north of Cincinnati.
It's in Columbus, Ohio. It's in Ohio, but
Okay.
in Columbus, Ohio, you can go to the Shaughnessy store, and they've got an old school rock wrestling shirt where it's like him in like 3 different wrestling moves, but it's animated, so it looks really cheesy. I love it.
Is it like a 3 Wolf Moon shirt, but it's only him with wrestling?
Kind of. I'm sure I wear it in my. If you go to my Instagram, you can see me wearing it.
Okay.
Because I'm wearing it, and that's what he saw, I guess, and he was like, "He's my inspiration." I dedicate all this weight loss to The Rock.
You're doing CrossFit.
I'm gonna do it when we do the weigh-ins. Before I weigh in, I'm gonna dedicate all my weight loss to The Rock.
Do
He's
that.
my
He's your
inspiration.
spirit animal.
Pencil
The Rock
in-
is your spirit animal.
Pencil in a darker eyebrow.
Yeah.
No, you got the arm up, though. You're gonna do that.
So they're doing an official weigh-in with Rogan.
I know. I
Well,
saw the tweets today.
Yeah, we have.
hope.
Rogan.
Rogan responded back to that. He's like,
Yeah, I want to MC it. So I think we'll probably do it on his podcast. Me, Ari, and Tom. That'll be a fucking.
It's gotta be like I want it to.
Coming in.
My vision
Bert
of it,
Kreischer!
yeah, my vision of it would be like a UFC weigh-in where it's just set back and you have a little scale there and you guys come up and he talks about it.
Can we get
That
like
would be
Ariani and all them too?
That would be-
Oh, ring girls! There you go.
Yeah,
Get all
some
ring
fucking
girls
UFC
involved.
What would be cool is if Rogan could set it up that we did it at a UFC event.
Right.
I gotta see now. I'm gonna look at scheduling on UFC scheduling and
And
see
like
if
we
there's something
did it
this.
at a UFC event
So
before the
good.
weigh-ins.
So good. That'd be so good.
in front of a giant
Like
crowd.
while everyone's weighing in, we go in first and we weigh in. Ladies and gentlemen, Bert Kreischer, and I'm fucking shirtless and
Speedo.
underwear.
Just a Speedo.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's a Speedo.
Well,
Right.
the funny thing is that the weigh-ins now happen like the day before the actual fight.
No, it's 2 days.
It's 2 days.
Two
Oh
days
before.
no,
now. It's
the
2 days
morning
now.
before.
It's
No.
2 days
I want
before
to say
now.
it's.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2 days now. They
want-
changed it.
I
So
want-
they have
yeah,
more
'cause-
time to recuperate.
Because
Right.
it was fucking. It's not fair. I watched.
No,
I
they were
watched
doing it 4 o'clock the day before the fight.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
Chris
Cyborg.
Chris Cyborg. I
Yeah.
watched her weigh in, and I watched her do that weight loss process, and it just seemed
Right.
fucking destructive.
Right.
Like, why would you do that to somebody?
Yeah.
Like, why can't you just be that weight?
The closest one is either UFC 207, which is December 30th in Vegas,
No,
and then the next one is January 15th,
no, that's not gonna.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
although
gonna
I'd
say.
love the extra time.
and that's in Phoenix. That one's in Phoenix.
Maybe we can just get Dana White to give us a scale.
Give us a
I think you
scale.
can find a scale.
But,
like
look,
a weigh-in
so you need
scale.
Rogan and you need Bruce Buffer. You need Bruce Buffer in
we
there
could
too.
get Buffer. He lives
You get
next door to
Buffer.
Rogan, I think. I think they're like neighbors.
My wife would love that. Annalise would love that shit.
I would
Bruce
love it.
Buffer in his suit, his crazy suits.
with listening to a bunch of different podcasts. Was there ever a podcast that just like hit you where you're just like, this is fuck it? Like either whether it's intense or whether it's something where you just been like, holy fuck, this is it's super engaging and I need to listen to it. Because I don't hardly ever listen to podcasts again. I'll listen to it once and then move on to the next one.
Oh, like one in particular podcast where I was like, this one podcast. I could
Yeah.
listen to over
And it could
over
be an
again.
episode. It could be anything.
I don't know if there's one podcast per se that stands out. Well, I take that back. The first time I ever heard Dan Carlin on Hardcore History, I was blown away by him, and I was like, legit. Like, I must have listened to the Footprints of Oslo, or what's the one where it's about the? It's I have it on my phone. I must have listened to that one, and I listened to. Here, I'll pull it up. But those ones really fucking blew me away of Dan Carlin. But it's so worth going and downloading. Here, it's
One of my favorites is actually yours when you were talking to your producers from Hurt Bert. When you guys were,
Tim Scott.
yeah, when you guys were going through the stories behind, like before you were telling all those stories about you doing the Hurt Bert stuff,
Yeah.
going through that. And then one of them, and this is the first interaction I ever had with you, was on Twitter. You were in, and I've told you this, I told you the story when I saw you in Columbus. So it was the year before, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I tweeted you because you were in a Mall America and you said, I need a good podcast to listen to while I'm at fucking Mall America.
Are you shitting me
And I
right
said,
now?
you
Are
should
you
listen.
shitting me
No,
right now?
I said, you should listen to Chick
That was
McGee.
you?
Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah.
I said, you should listen to Chick McGee's podcast where Marin was on and Chick and Jess were having all those fucking problems and Marin was on. It was just an emotional fucking roller coaster the entire time. And an hour later, you were like, I'm crying in the middle of Mall America right
Dude,
now.
that was,
Yeah,
that's the
That was me.
podcast that got Chick and I to be so fucking close.
Yeah.
Because I tweeted about it and I went,
Uh-huh.
this podcast is fucking phenomenal.
Their
And I
podcast
was
is
like-
great.
And I was like, this is what podcasting's about.
Mhm.
It's not about, you'd never let that happen on radio.
It was
although
it
Ron
was-
and Fez has done it a million times.
But it was that raw emotion where they're going through, like, it's everybody's been through that, going through fucking problems.
Yes.
And then the
I
crazy
didn't know
part,
that was you.
yeah, it was me.
Did you tell me that before?
I told you in Columbus.
I don't remember that.
It's okay. You talk to a shitload of people and it's all right. I don't care.
But
No, yeah, it was you were at Mall America. I was just like, I had listened to it that day. I was crying in my car because I've been through a divorce and it was one of those things where it was just like, holy shit. And I almost felt bad for Marin too because he was
Marin was so good in that.
I know,
in
but
that.
he was just there. It was just
But that's what that's what makes Marin great.
Right.
Marin's so good. Like, look, Mark knows how much I love him. Like I always text him or email him when I hear one of his episodes that is really outstanding. Like the one he did with very recently with just posted it with Dana Carvey. Was fucking amazing. I didn't text him, but I don't mean this bad or good. I just mean it for what it is. Maron's really good at picking apart the honesty of a moment, even if it's really uncomfortable. Like he's done that to me before, where I said something shitty about someone, and he called me on it, and I was like, he didn't need to do that. We're just friends. You could have just ignored it, and he was like, nah, and then he just did it, and you're like, wow,
that's me, fucking to a T. Like I don't let like. We're besties, as you will. It's the heterosexual romance, and it's like, and he'll say some shit, and I'll just call, and he's like, "That shit could have slid," and I'm like, "No, it's not going to." And he's like
something about somebody, and I said, I didn't know who she was, and I said hi to her, and she didn't know who I was, and he was like, "You're gonna be able to figure out all this, so I'm gonna stop this story."
Okay,
but he was like,
more off the air.
But he was like, so wait, why are you calling her out? You think you're more important than her? And I was like, well, yeah. And he was like, it looks like the river runs both ways.
Yeah.
Like it looks like she didn't know you, but you didn't know her. So maybe she's as important as you, and you just think more about yourself. And I was like, hey, buddy, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to do this. Yeah. We don't need to do this, Mark. You could have just said, Bert, go have a drink and I'll leave. But he's really good in that moment. And him with Chick and Jess was so good. Yeah. And it made me fall in love with Jess. It made me fall in love with Chick. And it was like, and I've known Chick for a long time, but I never knew that side of Chick. And then Chick and I ended up DMing, and then Chick and I did a podcast. Me, him, and Jess did a podcast, and it was so great. And then the next time I came in, Chick's like, you want to come to the house and do a podcast? And I went to the house and did a podcast. Now tomorrow I'm doing a podcast. I love doing this podcast. It's very real.
It's a great show, and they have great chemistry with each other. And it's one of those things where it's the good type of podcast that you're looking in on people just having a conversation, hanging out, like how you talk about.
Dude, I love their podcast. There's a lot of podcasts I really love. I got to be dead honest with you. I think Rogan's podcast has added points to humanity. I'm not even fucking around.
Yeah,
like, and this is gonna sound silly, but I don't text Joe when he has a great podcast because it's that fucking often. And I'm not saying that Marons are in often or infrequent. Mark and I probably know each other less than. Not as well as I know Joe, but Joe's not that kind of guy. Like I remember texting him and telling him he had a great podcast, and he was like, "Oh, cool." Like it was really not that it was lost on him, but he was like, "I think he's shocked." I think he just is like, he's not shocked anyone listens to it, but he's just not. That's not his modus operandi. Is like
care honestly. The numbers aren't as important as the fact of he's talking about what he cares about and what he's passionate about. And honestly, what's crazy is even the things that he doesn't agree with when he has a guest on. The dude's a fucking consummate professional about it too. Like he's just so good. Like, cause there's times where I'm listening, and I go, oh my God, how are you holding this shit together? Because I want to go, you're fucking full of shit. And he just goes.
The podcast he did with that guy
Milo.
Jordan?
Oh, I was gonna say with Milo, because that was really that was fucking intense too. With the alt-right dude.
Now that I know Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever, well, I don't think I listened to that one.
No,
I
did
got
watch
uncomfortable.
No, I got to get. Joe did that out of all of them. Joe did a phenomenal job because he could have just went, all right, so let me just pick this shit apart. And he didn't. He just kept asking really good questions.
Now I got to listen to that one. Now that I know Milo Yiannopoulos, I'm fascinated by him. Hold on one second. I'm going to tell you the Rogan podcast that fucking will blow your mind. I like that Bill's doing 2 a week now, by the way. I can't listen to Bill's podcast when he does it by himself.
I can't either. I was just going to say that too. Because I know that you even tried to do a podcast by yourself.
Well, no, I can. I want to listen to it. The problem is
I just can't.
He's running through material, like he's creating material, and it does seep into your head. I stole a Louis C.K. joke, honestly, I didn't know I was doing it, but I told the joke on. Oh, I'll take another Tito's and soda, double Tito's and soda.
Another Tito's and soda for him.
I just need I'm just gonna do Tito's on the rock with lemon and lime. Yep.
And so I say stole. I say stole. I had no intention of stealing. It was not my intention at all. Apparently, I had heard Louis tell a joke.
Which one was it?
About they should release a tiger in every city.
Oh yeah.
I told it like 3 times on radio and maybe on stage a couple times. Definitely on a morning radio show. And someone very cool. This is what I love about the internet. Very cool. Was like, hey man, I don't know if you know this or not, but that's Louis' joke. And I looked at it. It was so spot on. I was like, I must have heard him tell this. And he was like, I don't think you were being a dick. I don't think you're a thief. And I was like, no. Sometimes you hear shit and it fucking sits in your brain, and you don't know you heard
Festers.
it,
and you think it's a good idea, and then later on you're like, hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna write this down.
And you call yourself on it. I tweeted it out. I said I totally stole that joke from Louis. That is not my joke. That is Louis' joke. I gotta be dead honest with you. I don't ever remember hearing Louis tell it, but I promise you, there's no way that they were so similar that I was like, I must have heard him. I must have heard him tell it. And he's one of the best joke writers ever.
Right.
Well, you gotta own your shit. You gotta be real about it, dude. Yeah. I told a premise one time that I was very similar to a Patrice O'Neill premise. Now it was definitely my premise.
Yeah.
But I was like, I gotta step away from it, man. That's really fucking close. And I don't want anyone to attack me about that because Jordan Peterson. Joe Rogan did a podcast with Jordan Peterson that is fucking phenomenal. He's a clinical psychologist and a tenured professor
is there
at University of Toronto.
Episode number?
Episode number 877.
Okay.
Holy fucking shit. One of the few times I pulled Joe aside and said, that podcast is amazing. And he was like, yeah, that guy really had his shit dialed in. And I was like, dude, it was a great podcast.
Yeah, I actually really still love the Joe Rogan with GSP. It's still
when he talks about getting abducted by aliens?
Because because GSP, who's just like, he comes in, he says always such a, I was not impressed by his performance. And he's like, and then he's like, talking about getting abducted by aliens. I'm going, is George fucking serious right now?
Dude,
he is fucking serious.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Okay. So I told you I said I was going to talk about this, or maybe I didn't say I was going to talk about this, but there's an app that I'm using that I am also a part owner of this company.
Talked about on the
and I only say this to podcast fans. Now, granted, I'm not getting paid for this advertisement, but I will tell you because I love it. It's called Laughable. This is what it does. Tell me if you don't, just as a podcast fan, if you don't already love this app, okay? So Laughable, you download it. It's free, okay? Then
is it available on Android as well as iPhone?
I just started working with this company. So
don't ask me all the technical
all right, so
questions.
Kurt Metzger. I love Kurt Metzger. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. I love David Tell. Okay. I love Kurt as well.
Yeah.
So what you do is they've got pictures on the front page of David Tell.
Okay.
Of comics we love.
Okay.
They got Punch Drunk up there, Kurt Metzger, Race Wars, SDR, Big J's. And then what it does is it pulls up every episode of any podcast David Tell has ever been in.
That's amazing.
And so immediately you go, I did this. I went, yep, Laughable.
No Android?
But that's good because I got my iPad and my iPhone too, so that's why I keep both.
He's on. I'll tell you right now. David Tell
maybe
is
if we knew somebody who was involved with the company that could get them to generate an Android app.
So he's on Legion of Skanks episode 286.
Thank you.
He's on Two Chairs and a Microphone. He's on the Artie Quitter podcast 3 times.
And then
About Last Night. You Made It Weird. I went through. By the way, I started listening to the industry standard one with Barry Katz and David Tell.
Yeah.
A little bit of a snooze fest.
One of the things
Barry just he doesn't ask questions that you want to hear.
Yeah.
He's, is that vodka or water?
No, she's going to grab
it. It's 20 ounces of just straight vodka, bro.
You're good.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, that's this app Laughable is fucking fantastic. And they reached out to me and
Android app.
That's what
it doesn't have one yet, but it needs one.
Yes. Get on that. You need to be a sponsor.
You can go on, you can subscribe to your favorite podcast, but more importantly, you can find comics like say Shane Moss is a guy you fell in love with, and you're like, dude, his story on I'll tell you right now, his story on getting dug with high about him smoking crack with his sister is one of the funniest stories I've ever heard. If you want to hear it, just go to Laughable, type in Shane Moss, go to Getting Dug with High, and you can hear it because he retold it on my podcast, but he's also done my podcast 3 other times. And he did Mark Maron, and he did Joe Rogan. And if you like Shane, he's not a guy that repeats shit. He's an original guy. So you'll hear fucking hours of Shane. That's why I love this app. Yeah. I think it's such a great idea. So everyone go in. Laughable. And it's really a great app.
Cool.
So, but I have to full disclose and say that I have a vested interest in the company.
Well, that's why we're trying to tell you.
I was
Android app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you plugging this right now? It's found.
No, definitely plugging it.
Sure, of course.
I'm definitely plugging it.
I love it. Yes.
When did you find out that you could tell these stories and get paid for it?
Ooh, I don't even know about that.
Because you didn't. Did you grow up wanting to be a stand-up comedian? Because I don't think that was.
No.
Yeah.
I'm 2 things. I'm not the guy that is like. I don't know, like John Mulaney.
Yeah.
John Mulaney loved comedy his whole life and would study the greats and
I would see Richard Pryor and be like, I want to do that.
Like when he was a kid, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know, I know John, and I don't know him very well, but if I'm not mistaken, he went to Letterman, a taping of Letterman when he was like 10. To like he
just
was like
study comics
because he loved comedy, and Andy Kindler was on, and Andy Kindler bombed. I just heard him tell that story, but I was never that guy. I was I'm a bro comic in like the sense that I'm a fucking meathead. I played sports growing up. I got in fist fights. I fucking talk big. Let's fuck some pussy tonight. You know, I'm that guy. I really am.
And everybody be like, Bert, he is a fucking pussy.
Yeah. and so, but I was always I was never like a bully towards like to anyone. And I always appreciated something funny. And then when I was in college, everyone was like, I quit baseball, and I was like, everyone's like, man, you're the funniest guy I ever met. And I was like, oh, they're like, you should be a comedian. You should be. Everyone said that to me, and I was like, maybe I should look into this. And then I told a girlfriend, this girl, Alex McEachran, she's a fucking idiot. And I told her, I said, I want to be a comedian, and she was like, you should look her up. She's very hot. I said I want to be a comedian. It was the day of the Miami-Florida State game.
How do you spell her last name?
Alex, Alix.
Oh, it's one of those.
MC, capital EACHERN. She's pretty fucking smoking.
Jones?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. Let's see. Here she comes.
Images, blonde hair.
Yeah, like curly-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, she was fucking slamming hot when I was fucking hitting that.
She was slamming hot.
I like that the first actual link is ancestry.com. Let's make sure that we're not fucking related.
By the way,
first off.
Yeah. So anyway, I told her I wanted to be a comedian.
Real quick, what did you say on the way over here when you were listening to fucking Naughty by Nature that it reminded you of?
Spring Break in Cancun.
What songs in the mid-90s don't remind you of?
Can I tell you? Man, I remember hearing that song for the first time and looking out, and they were
which one? Hip Hop Parade or OPP? OPP, yeah.
And I remember seeing black people dancing by a dumpster, and to this song, and it played on repeat.
Sure.
That year.
Sure.
But anyway,
sorry.
I told her I wanted to be a comedian. She said, "Oh, honey, you're not smart funny. You're stupid funny." And so I never told anyone that secret again. Then I told her the journalist at Rolling Stone. He put it out there. I tried stand up, and it went well.
Yeah.
I don't think I do conventional comedy. Not in like an arrogant way, and like it just like I don't like I watch comics and I go, how did you figure that out? Like I still haven't figured the nut out of like what makes a good comic. Like sometimes you can see people's rhythms and you go and by the way, no shitting on people. I'm just talking, but like Jesselnick, like you got his rhythm.
Yeah.
Like you figured it out.
Yeah.
Like. And I go,
quick little
God, man, I wish I could
like,
do that. So I could just sit down and write them.
Yeah.
And just go, what are the atrocities in the world today? Yep. And then I'll bang out a bunch of shit about that.
Yeah.
And then feel confident about what I'm doing. So when I go to the store, I got like Tosh. I love Tosh. I love watching Tosh. Bert. I love Bert.
And even Louis, you brought up Louis earlier, but Louis is one of those that's willing to say something. When he was talking about the N-word, he's like, no, fuck you. He's like, because as soon as you say the N-word, it makes me say to my head, and you're the fucking asshole for doing that. It's like, dude, he's willing to touch it and go, I don't give a shit.
But Louis, man, I gotta be honest with you, because of Louis' form when he started, and I'm not.
Louis once again, way different when he started.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm slighting anybody because I love all these guys I respect.
Sure.
But like when Louis started, he had such a different form. So still to this day, the thing that I love about Louis is that he will do something very different in the middle of doing something you expect. Like the other day, he did a joke. His opening joke was he looks at his paper and he goes, I shouldn't do it. That's his joke. Let him do his jokes. But anyway, it was something that, that's shitty that I would get away with telling Louis' joke and getting a laugh. Like he wrote it. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah. Anyway, it was so unexpected, but it was so brilliant. And I literally sat back in the back of the Comedy Store and had a cocktail and watched him all night long and fucking loved it. Mm-hmm. He comes at jokes from 19 different angles. Louis C.K., if you do hear this, by the way, you guys are welcome. If I'm the reason that Louis C.K. is if he's on a plane listening to this podcast,
huge fan.
That giant Photoshop dick is going to get all of it needs. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, that's going to be the cover of this episode is that Photoshop dick.
But anyway, but like I wish I could do that. I feel like sometimes I feel like once I see in myself a format, then I get afraid of it and I try to do something else. Like Despite what did you see any of my show tonight?
I came in at the end when you told the Tracy Morgan story.
Okay, well,
which I haven't actually heard you say live until tonight.
It's so
except
funny.
For the podcast.
I got to a place where I just gave up apologizing.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I'm tired of apologizing. Like Tracy Morgan said that story never happened, and I was like, fuck you, I was there.
Take this on my own. I got this.
Where you going?
Oh no, he's grabbing your more drink.
Oh, don't worry about it. They'll come here. Okay.
Don't turn it down. Don't turn it down.
But like, I got to a place where I was done apologizing, going, no. I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
Like, I think I always thought I was young and I was a kid and people could tell me what to do. But like, he was like, that story never happened. I don't know Bert Kreischer. I never smoked PCP. I was like, hey man, fuck you.
Yeah.
I was there.
Uh-huh.
So was Tony Woods. We were both there.
Yeah.
Like, that really happened.
Is he gonna say that to Tony Woods as well? Hey, Tony.
No, he would never say that to Tony Woods. He'd say that to me.
Right.
Which is fine. He totally can. And by the way, I understand that I'll never convince him of the story now since his accident.
Well, and plus it's also one of the things too where that story has that weird like twist to it with the whole thing about Jay and like it's that like
that
weird
story became so I wanted to be so separated from it that I just wanted to I didn't want to deal with it.
Right.
And the whole thing with Jay, like I didn't speak about Jay for 4 years. I never brought his name up because I was like, I don't want to fuck
You're
him.
not trying to start anything. And plus that's one of the things too with the weird part about you in that podcast mentality. And when you get, and you've talked about this a little bit before. I've heard you talk about this a little bit before. When you started podcasting, you were just talking about people and people would be like, why are you talking shit about me? Like people would come back to you and go, why did you say that about so-and-so? Or why'd you say that about me? And you were like, did you ever get to that point where you had to mentally go, and you've done it a couple times here where you're like, I'm not trying to talk shit, but here's where I'm not talking shit about it, but I have to have this I have to mention your name because so many people when they're listening to it, because it's you and you're, obviously top of the charts, top-ish of the charts type of thing, where do you feel like you have to come back from that to be like, I don't want to say this and I don't want to say that? Or do you still feel like you can kind of just go?
There's a period of my career where I was biting my tongue, and that I guess I don't regret. I think I learned a lot out of that, but it was where I was trying not to be I wasn't allowing my authentic self to come out. And it was after that, when that Jay Moore shit went down, it was such a backlash of like, it just was like overwhelming, man. Like, not to compare it at all, but like, I think the reason Rogan and I got so tight or became friends is because, when you speak the truth about something like that, everyone fucking hates you. They all hate you because they don't want to know the thing. They don't want to know how the meat's made, how the sausage is made. Everyone kind of fucking.
They want to come to a club, listen to you tell stories, go home.
And then there were a lot of people that were just on my side that were like Death Squad loyal, that were on my side, ride or die bitches. And they were like, fuck that, fuck him. And that's not what that was about. I never wanted to like ruin him. I didn't want to like hurt his career, but I was so but then there were people on his side that were like, Bert Kreischer's a piece of shit. And he would say that. He said that publicly a number of times, that I was a piece of shit.
Is that the first time that something like this has ever happened to?
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I learned a lesson. When they steal, you don't say a word. You just fucking don't say a word, and you talk behind their back. That sounds so shitty.
You let the internet trolls just deal with it for you. You actually let the warriors take it out.
Especially
you don't
when
have
you
to
have
say
Death Squad behind you.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. They'll do it for you.
No, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to rally the troops. You just want to like let your friends know. My friends know who are thieves. There are thieves out there, and they are. And my friends know who are. Let me tell you
when you find out friends and not friends too.
If you said to Ari or Tommy or Joe or Joey, like those, like Brian Redband, like those are like friends that I mean I say like I don't see everyone as much as I like to see them now that I'm at the store more often. I see everyone a lot more often, but like still they'd know who we're talking about right now, and you just tell everyone who the thieves are, so they know to stay away from them. And those thieves know who they are. They know that they stole, and they know they took something from you. And it is the shittiest thing because they also know that if you come out, it fucks with everybody's money. It does. Everyone that's booking those people that draw tickets, it fucks with their money, and then all of a sudden they're like, Bert, man, why'd you have to come out like that? Why couldn't you just stay quiet? Everyone's shits about it, and it luckily, very luckily, and I'm very grateful to Travel Channel is that they had my back at that time, and I ended up doing 7 years of work on that network, and I didn't have to deal with whatever retribution.
You kind of were able to step back from it.
I was able to duck my head.
Focus on this.
When that shit came out, I did the pilot of Trip Flip, and I just got to duck my head and be like, and it just went over my head, but at the same time, I was brand friendly with travel. I never wanted to talk shit out of school with them. I never wanted to get fucked up and say something crazy like that. I'd say maybe more now. And I also I didn't want to fucking bring people at me. And so I just kind of fucking ducked down. And my Twitter numbers didn't move for like fucking 7 years. Or they were like stagnant. Same with my Instagram numbers. And then I got to that place where I was telling you where I was like just a little tired of making television. And travel was very cool. And they're like, you know what? Do this tour, do this Showtime special. If you're ready, if you want to come back, we'll figure something out. We'll talk about a show. We'll do a show. And if you don't want to do a show, we get it. And as soon as that happened, man, I got to be honest with you. Everything you see, everything like fucking revitalized. Like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Showtime, my numbers, like everything just was like, oh, you're back to being a little bit who you are. And I was like, oh, yeah, I think I lost myself. You can, man. You can. It's called TV timeout. You take a TV timeout and you fucking, you just disappear for a little bit. You make some money and you fucking, go ahead.
I was going to say, this whole thing that you're talking about here, just, it makes me think of just, you're doing, you'll know immediately.
To all the killers and the $100 billers.
Just shook once. When you're talking about having to deal with people stealing. You're talking about people stealing. You're talking about people.
Oh, yeah.
Shook ones. Sometimes you want to call them out. Sometimes you don't. But you got to worry about. Hey, it's a shook one. Ain't nobody. Come on. You know Mobb Deep. You don't know Mobb Deep?
No, I never listened to Mobb Deep. I'm a dude. Here, give me your phone.
Here, give me your phone.
I'm not. So Mobb Deep. When I was hanging out one night with Mike Epps.
Oh, which is Mike Epps here.
Yeah, indie.
Local dude.
Indie
local
guy.
dude.
How do I use your phone?
What do you want? What do you want?
It's an Android phone.
Pull up some Outkast.
Of course. Yeah, all right. You want some 3 stacks and some Big Boy. Gotcha.
I want Outkast. Dude, that's what. See, your hip hop's derived off of how you listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you listen, this is all good in your headset. It's high. It's the high. The
Yep.
But when you listen to down south music, it's
Yes.
all meant for riding in a car.
Absolutely. So what do you want?
Outkast.
Yep.
Let me see. What do we got?
I got every album. Album.
Go to the AT Aliens.
Yep. Yes.
This is where it
And
gets
go
taken off of
to-
YouTube.
I love it.
This is where it gets taken off of YouTube.
And we're fine. All right. So which one?
Two Dope Boys in a Cadillac.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what a great
Yes.
fucking song. You hear that?
Yeah.
Don't you want to like sit down in your seat right now in
Yes.
your car,
Hold on. Me,
roll your windows down, and be like, is everyone hearing this?
guys, dude. It's
Uh-oh.
All right. So the difference. All right. So here's the difference. So Big Boy, he would hit exactly, right? It's a perfect pentameter. But 3000 is known. He doesn't hit this. He would hit the cymbal. You listen to his consonants. He'll hit cymbal hits. Difference. These guys are
Okay.
fucking dude. I'm God.
So this
shit. Anyways,
This
I love
reminds
it.
you. This reminds you of cruising around.
This reminds me of my dad one summer. Here, wait, turn it up.
And then just talk over that shit. Just go. Yes.
We dropped Palm. South Coast
No.
just two dope boys in a Cadillac. It goes brooms to the Fleetwoods, coops to the Bills. Oh, that's the next line. Right
It
here,
is
right
right
here,
there.
ready?
You're not there.
Seat comes topped up to me. Trying to genre to a battle, and that's so they're patiently.
Yes.
I'm fucking hammered.
So
I
good.
said, look, boy,
Look, boy.
I ain't for the fuck shit.
You would be fantastic is if you came out to a set with this and just start
Fucking
dropping.
flow into
You
Just
wanna-
start dropping
wait,
bars.
Let me see your phone. I'll show you a song I came out to. Can I search a song on here?
Yeah.
Does it have to be in your album, or is this?
No. Anything,
Okay.
anything you
Yeah.
want.
This is through
This is-
Napster.
Dude, this is
Okay.
the new Napster, bro.
Yeah,
the
it's
new
a new
Napster.
Napster. So
They bought Rhapsody,
pretty much
they got
everything's
everything.
on there.
Everything. The new Napster. words, words, letters.
Well, at least you're not hammered enough that you're one eye in it.
No, you're not winking yet.
You're not winking yet.
Hold on. Hang on. I gotta hold on. This is gonna be good.
I have a
wait.
question that somebody asked that wanted me to have you ask.
Shoot. Yeah, go ahead.
What was harder, jumping out of a plane or doing an interview while eating spicy hot fucking food?
God damn it, man. I can't find. Hang on one second.
Oh,
I gotta find MJG and 8-Ball.
yes, dude. No, okay. I have this in history because I was just looking at this yesterday. Hip hard. Dude, people forget their first album was 93.
Okay.
It actually was 92. It came out the same year as The Chronic. Dude, it came out the same year as The Chronic.
I'm gonna. Okay, MJG and 8-Ball.
Yep.
Let's see if I can find this.
Just do
Top tracks,
all.
y'all.
Yep.
Man, they're so fucking
Dude,
good.
they have so many. People forget how many great songs.
So just FYI, if you're trying to listen to this on YouTube, you probably aren't because they've already taken it down.
No, they're not.
No,
Nah.
they'll take it down.
It was on the Riding High album.
Yeah, but that's good because we're gonna have it on SoundCloud, iTunes, and everything else.
Yeah,
Who cares?
right.
Dude, that Riding High album, so
Yes.
fucking good.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh,
They got
man.
a song called Hickory Dickory Dock.
Yes.
I hope it's not the clean version.
No,
It shouldn't
the
be.
clean. Why?
By the way, I'm so drunk I can barely.
I don't think you're.
Gotcha.
Hey, listen, I don't think you're as drunk as Bowers though.
Bowers is hammered.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's asleep. He's been staring at that.
he's-
Oh.
No, it's the guy in the
is it?
jacket.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the dude who just gave me a fist bump at the bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and
That's the owner. Of that's the guy who owns Marty's, right? Right.
Morty's.
Yeah, he owns Marty's.
All right. So Morty's also you
Yeah.
want to come out the next 2 nights, man?
Friday and
Go-
Saturday, 2 shows. Go to
Fucking
Morty's.
Go see.
I'll be
Bert.
there. Hey, I'll be there tomorrow. Early show.
Yes.
Are you going?
I will go.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Early show.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Early
Okay,
show.
okay, you ready?
7:15.
This is what I came
do
out to.
All right.
On. This is. I used to
I got
come
it,
out
I
to
got
this.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
didn't you come out to the Cincinnati show in this?
probably. I love this part here.
Alcohol, pussy, and weed. You come out and you just fucking crip a little bit and you
Just crip a little bit. See, the shirt's already off by this point, too. The shirt's already off by this
Oh
point, too.
fuck yeah! Oh, I start acting out the song right here.
All right. Listen. So, we're going to
We
be
can't
there.
hear you. We can't hear you right now.
We're going to be there.
Whole bottle gone, get fucked up and try to bring a piece of pussy home. Acting up, Corona bottle to the dome. With the drug and the sun, yellow down the middle. With the bug real big, so that you can sip a little.
That's good
Oh,
shit
this
right
is
there,
fucking
dude.
great.
That's great.
All
There
right,
you
come
go.
out to that tomorrow.
Nah, they won't get it here.
Huh?
Yes.
So many
No.
white people.
No.
No.
Really.
You don't
Do it.
understand.
Do
It's
it.
not- They won't get it.
Because you know
Wait.
what? Who cares?
I
about
never
that?
even got the fucking pizza.
I mean, fucking it.
Yeah,
we didn't order it.
Yeah, we never ordered it.
Good call. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Because you want a pizza right now, don't you?
I want to try that pizza so bad. I just
Dude,
want a
it's
little
so
corner
good.
slice.
It's so good.
I just haven't had any carbs in like fucking.
It's like 11:30, and that's a bad.
Hey,
that's
listen,
fucking-
listen.
bad.
No,
carb.
no, you don't. After 7 o'clock, you don't eat. The Rock would tell you after 7, don't
Yeah.
you fucking eat.
I'm not eating.
The
I'm
Rock
going
would tell
home.
you. There you
Going
go.
home.
What? Yes. There you go.
Grrr.
So
There's
if you,
lions in here.
if you go to the 7:15 show tomorrow, you'll see us. We'll be there.
Okay.
Bring the wifey. You bringing the
Nice.
wifey? Maybe.
No, it'd be me.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
gonna solo that shit.
That's fine. Come out to this, and we will stand up and just fucking go. I'll take a sweatshirt off, swing it around.
Wait,
just
wait,
go
wait,
fucking
wait,
go.
wait. Are you from North Carolina?
That was a great song.
Petey
Who was
Pablo.
that? Who was that?
Petey Pablo.
Dude, whatever happened to him? That's a fun
He's
game.
he's still
Find
whipping
out.
his-
Did you see that? Did you see that?
What
Soldier
happened to the
Boy.
rappers?
Soldier Boy came out against Shia LaBeouf.
No, and it makes no sense because Shia LaBeouf just killed fucking 5 fingers of that on Sway.
Dude,
He murdered it.
Destroyed it.
Murdered it. I went,
And you were like, I was like, wow. I couldn't listen to it because I'm afraid he was gonna bomb. And he did a great freestyle.
and fucking and Sway goes, "You're a rapper pretending to be a fucking actor." And I was like, "He's like L.A. Hollywood. You're on notice."
He makes so much sense now. Shia LaBeouf is
Shia
fucking
LaBeouf.
I want to party with that guy.
Shia
You know
LaBeouf.
that him and Brad Pitt are like boys.
I did not
I
know
can see
that.
that.
Yeah.
see that.
Maybe I made that up. I might have made that up.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up because we are conscious of time.
Yes.
We don't
we're
want
not
to
trying
keep
to
you
man.
too
I
long.
appreciate it. I had a fucking blast. I got to
Hey.
talk to y'all guys all night.
Dude.
Well, we'd love to next time you're back in Indy.
Yeah.
And you didn't even get to ask your Florida State question because
What was my question?
You were like, because you wanted to know why he actually left the Florida State National Championship game.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's fucking talk because he's a big sport. He's like huge football guy.
But
He's the Ohio State University.
Sorry, but you know, my best friend that I grew up with since we were born is a Florida State guy.
Oh.
And we always so
So-
that game I was ripping his ass, ripping him. I'm like,
I will say.
fucking lost, and then he's like, "Fuck you, we got this."
Yeah.
So if you want to hear the whole story, listen to his episode 200. But
Oh, yeah.
because you talked to him
I
about
tell it there, yeah.
Bill and
Isn't that
Tommy.
scary when somebody comes on and goes, "Actually, listen to Bert's episode."
Well, that's
202,"
the only
and
one I
it's-
know is because it's
Yeah.
episode 200. It's a big one.
I'll tell you too very quickly. I got 3 tickets to the national championship game. Each ticket was about $1,200. So I got one for. I got 3 because I might have gotten 4. I got 4 because I wanted to make sure I had friends to go with, and I wanted to go. And at the time, I had money fucking pouring in, and I was like, "Fuck." I just done some deal for like Hilton Garden Inn, so I was like,
let's just.
I was like, let's do
drop
it.
stacks.
I go, if I got these opportunities, these are the moments, these are the things in life you'll never forget. So I bought 4 tickets. I brought my buddy Eddie, I brought my buddy Tommy Skura, and then I had a cameraman who was traveling with me the next day to either Munich or like somewhere in Europe. I forget, Copenhagen or somewhere.
Okay.
So the next day I had to leave at like 9 a.m. to go to Europe and go heli skiing that day. So it was a little bit of a chaotic turnaround, but I was like, fuck it. I'll bring this guy. He'll keep me in check. And then we won't party too hard. And then we'll get on the plane in the morning.
How's that work out?
Not good.
Anytime
Not
you
good.
say I'm not going to go party too hard, that's
I wish I
setting
knew.
you
I
up.
wish I knew. What Zurich was it? Zurich? What's a big city in Switzerland?
Yeah.
Zurich. Yeah, I was flying to
Zurich,
Zurich in the morning.
Okay.
So I get these 4 tickets. A lot of money. My wife's pissed, but I go, you know what? This is what life's about.
Yeah.
I get on.
National championship game. How many times
Life
you gonna have a
goals.
chance?
Life goals.
I'm at the height of my career.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm really like.
It's your college.
Yeah, all my friends have flown out to LA. This is when you want to run into people when you got fucking money and
Yeah.
a gold Rolex on. You're like,
Great.
and you're like, hey, what's up? I just bought all these tickets. I'm fucking making money. I feel good.
Where you sitting?
Bottles.
You're sitting up there. I'm sitting down here.
Great fucking tickets. 50-yard line,
Yes.
probably 20 rows up. Except I had 2 sets of tickets. I didn't realize I did this. I got 2 tickets in one place with 2 of my friends,
they're
and then I got 2
Yeah.
tickets in another place with 2 of my friends. So I didn't have like 4.
Was Tommy there because he just went, or was he there? Did he have a ticket? Didn't he go?
No, yeah, I bought him a ticket.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I bought him a ticket. So I get the tickets. Then get us a tour bus for. I get us onto a tour bus with a bunch of friends from college. We go to this hotel. We meet.
Bottle service, probably.
It's fucking through the roof.
Dude,
I remember we
Does it have a
smoked.
stripper bowl in the bus?
No.
Oh.
We smoked weed at like 10 in the morning, pre-partying for this, and I was like, "Wow, this reminds me of college."
And we're going to Florida State game as well. This is
Another red
amazing.
flag.
In this hotel right across the street from Chinese Man's Theater.
Oh,
Man's Chinese
yeah,
Theater.
yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, this is, man. And then we started drinking vodka, and I was like, this is getting out of control.
If you're
Tommy-
the voice of reason,
Yeah.
this is going as a shit show.
Game starts at 5.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm there at 10, and I'm high and I'm drunk already. Tommy shows up at like 3, right? Or 2.
Did
to
he give
get
you
on the
that
bus.
friend look where he's like, Bert, you're dead.
No,
This is
he
not-
does this. He does this thing where he goes like this, like he like rolls his eyes and goes like, oh, this, like he can see my behaviors. He knows my behaviors pretty good. So then me and Eddie and my buddy Miles and Hatterman are all partying. Tommy and Tyler show up like at a reasonable time. I showed up way too fucking early. And
Obviously.
we get on the bus and Tommy pulls out a Chiba Chew. And they're like decadoses. It's a edible marijuana.
Uh-huh.
Everyone takes a bite, and that's where shit goes off. and I think time and space melt. I'm promise you when I say this, I have never laughed harder for 5 hours in my fucking life. The best 5 hours of my fucking life.
Right.
I can't tell you how hard I like. There's no frame of reference.
Yeah.
You've never seen a man just giggle and be so excited to run into friends that he hasn't seen forever and big hugs and people he's known. I went to college with these people for 7 years. Like I know them.
Mhm.
The best time of my life. And we get into the stadium. First thing happens, me and my buddy Eddie, Tommy and this guy Tyler run into Tim Tebow, and my buddy Eddie looks at Tim Tebow and goes, oh my God, Tim Tebow, and then gives him a big thumbs down. He goes, and I am fucking howling like. And then it's at USC. It's at USC. No, it's at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's all dated, so like getting to your seats is really tough.
They have the troughs in the bathroom too, where you had to pee in the fucking trough.
So getting to the seats was really tough, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Fucking bleachers and shit too.
Bleachers.
Yeah.
And then I realize that me and Tom
it's a giant fucking bowl. Let's be honest, it's a giant just bowl.
Me, Tom, and
metal
Tyler
seats.
aren't sitting together. That me and Eddie are sitting together. We're sitting with Hatterman and Miles. Those are just their names.
Yeah.
They're not famous. They're just my friends.
It's okay.
And
that's how we tell stories too. Nobody fucking knows who we're talking about.
And
who cares?
They spike. And I'm very fucked up. They spike the Seminole spear with flaming spear from the horse. Trigger or what? I don't know what. Navajo, whatever it's called. And
it's Seminoles. They're Seminoles.
No, I know.
Oh.
But the horse has got a name.
Oh,
was it
Chief
one of those
Osceola.
moments too where it spikes and you're like,
I started crying. And I'm sobbing, crying. I have sunglasses on. It's probably 7 o'clock at night. And I'm sobbing, crying.
Because it's such a meaningful moment.
Meaningful moment. I go, this is the greatest day of my life. This is what making money is about, is having these moments.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
I got it. Cash rules everything around me. Cream.
And I am, and we're all hugging. Like, it's so perfect. And then they start losing.
Yeah.
And my friends start getting in shitty moods. They're like, fuck it. You guys want to, like, they're just being really, they're really upset. Eddie, me, Miles, and Hatterman all went to Florida State, and they're getting pissed, and they're starting to argue with each other. And I had this real surreal moment where I realized I'm leaving for Zurich tomorrow. I have a really beautiful life. I need to focus on my life that I have and not try to re-grab this college experience that I had that my friends are in the middle of living.
Oh,
and I go,
shitty epiphany. The shitty epiphany. Drunk epiphany.
Fucking high as
fucking
shit.
epiphany. Yep.
And I'm like, I need to. And I said, I have 2 beautiful girls who are home right now on their Saturday night, and they're probably jumping on the trampoline. And I thought, man, I'm in Zurich for 2 weeks. I should really go home and be with my family. And I have this, like, and I go, I'm in a weird way, I go, I'm done with college. Like, this sounds so silly, but you also, you know, when you're high, you think that way. Sure. I go, I'm done with college.
You're a higher state. You're a higher plane. I get it now.
And I literally look down the aisle at my 3 friends, and like they're texting, and they're not into it. They're not into it, but I'm into this.
They feel
moment.
like the game's over.
And I go, hey, does anyone want a beer? And they're like, yeah. I was like,
you fucking bailed. That was your out.
I go, I'm gonna get everyone beers. And I walked out.
And I never came in. I never came back.
I called an Uber. He picked me up right at the fucking stadium. I got in the Uber. I drove home, and Tom called me in the car, and he goes, how fucking great is this day? I go, it's beautiful. Like, I was done with it.
Yeah,
because
you were beautiful. Like, I'm in this moment. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to see my family.
Yeah. He goes, you have to be loving this. And I went, I'm good. And he goes, no, I mean, this comeback. And I go, what? And he goes, all right, where are you? I said, I'm in an Uber. I'm going home. And he goes, he goes, turn the fucking car around. He goes, you're not watching this? I go, no. And he hangs up. And I go, motherfucker. So I get home. My wife's standing there, and she looks really sad. She goes, I'm so sorry, honey. I go in. She goes, you're missing the greatest game I've ever seen in my life. I walk into the man cave. My daughters are in there watching football, and Florida State is coming back, and they're coming back to win. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
But you were there with your family.
It does. So is it fuck them. It doesn't matter. I'm like, I go, are you shitting me? I paid fucking $5,000 for these tickets. And I'm not even witnessing this. Yeah. Oh, fucking shitbag Tommy Buns is watching this. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Buns. You're just more pissed off that your best friend is being able to experience
this. And he calls me and
bounce.
He's laughing hysterically. He goes, I can't believe you drove home. I can't believe you drove home.
Oh, that's
And so fantastic. I said, you know what? Fuck this game. I got on the trampoline. I laid there, my girls jumped around me, and I looked up, and I was still very fucking high. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to Zurich tomorrow. I'm going hella skiing.
Yeah.
I got to live my life. I got to commit to these decisions I made.
You're trying to rationalize everything
to these decisions, even though I fucking hate myself right
now. That's fantastic.
I really hate myself.
We're on a fucking mountaintop just outside Matterhorn in Switzerland, and my buddy Tyler, who went to the game, was like, can you believe Bert left? We're in Matterhorn. Can you believe Bert left? This fucking idiot left. Oh,
That would be awesome if you were skiing and somebody and like the pilot was like, "Oh, hey, did you watch the national championship game yesterday?"
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Really appreciate you coming on.
I love
This
it,
has
man.
been
This is
fantastic.
great. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank you for doing this. You
I
didn't
mean,
have to.
Again, your handlers to allow you to just get picked up by some fucking random dude. Like, hey, some random dude in Fisher's gonna come fucking pick you
Your
up and
peeps?
take you to a bar.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
Well, no, I when you guys tweeted me, I recognized it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I went, "Oh, I know these
From the
guys."
scarf.
Yeah, and I went, "Oh yeah, please let's do it."
Yeah.
because I do believe that
Oh, we forgot to show him the belt.
you pay it forward with podcasting, and
Yeah.
and you try to uplift the medium.
This bad boy.
Look at that.
We host. No.
So we
hold
host
this
we
thing.
host a
No,
card tournament.
Make sure that you're ready because that shit's heavy as fuck. Dude,
Yeah, that's a little legit.
That's our.
So we
our
do a
euchre.
charity fucking card tournament. Euchre. I don't know if you're familiar with euchre or not, but that's one of the prizes.
That's shit.
God
Yeah.
damn it, that's impressive. Yeah.
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me on. I could do this. I love podcasting. I love this. I love radio for one, but I love this. What did you say?
I was telling her checks.
You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
No, you're
Yeah, yeah.
good.
No pizza. No pizza.
Yeah, no.
Don't do it.
pizza.
I know,
Don't
but
do it.
don't
It's
do
so
it.
good, but don't do it.
the
Do you have
Evaristo's
a picture of it by
amazing.
chance?
What?
Do we have a picture of the
I can just-
Evaristo?
No, I'm not gonna
No,
fucking
I
do
can
that to
no.
him. That's stupid. Hey, you can't see these titties, but you want to see these titties?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go. That's
Oh,
such a
by the
terrible.
Check
way,
out
the
this
an-
dick.
the answer is yes.
We're wrapping.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready to wrap
Yeah,
this up?
yeah. This dude's like, we gotta go.
All
Well,
right.
he's
Now.
hammered. He's hammered.
He looks
He's
angry
like
too. He
super
looks
hammered.
angry.
No,
He looks like he wants to.
Yeah, he's just
hurt me.
drunk. It's okay.
we're all
Uh,
drunk.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm
By the
not.
way,
Okay.
I'm not either. Like I'm the one that stays
Yeah.
sober the most. Like people always go,
Yeah.
"Oh, you must be fucking hammered." You can't tell when I'm hammered,
Yeah.
and when I am hammered, I go to bed.
Because I'm a
Yeah.
professional.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking man.
Dude, that's
How
that's
dare you chump up with me?
Dude, I was in
You
Detroit
fucking-
the last 3 days, and that's where they're like, man, we've been drinking all night. You gotta be fucked up. I'm like,
No.
I wish I could say I was.
Guess where he went fucking the other day.
Today, I was standing where Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and all that. I literally was in Studio A. Today, I was standing there in Studio A. It was a
I thought
team
you were
builder.
gonna say I was standing where Stevie Wonder wrote the song, and I was like, how did Stevie know where he was?
Stevie's
standing?
like, does this look good? And we're like, yeah, Stevie, it sounds awesome.
The
it looks
audible GPS told him
good.
where he was.
All right, let's go.
Anyway, sorry. Thanks for listening.
Permanent relegation.
whoa,
Andy-
I got
yeah.
plugs. I got
No,
plugs.
no.
Well, we got
we're
plugs
getting-
too.
We're getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're not
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
like. I'm not gonna
This
cut
isn't
it.
your show, Bert.
God damn it. Yeah, don't fucking run this shit.
Sorry.
Okay, all right.
I don't care how.
Cage
what
Fear?
number your fucking thing is.
Cage
yeah,
Fear.
at Cage Sphere on
At
Twitter.
Seabala.
Yeah.
Permanent- Thank you, Chatham Tap.
At
again.
Bert Kreischer.
The fun Mark, Beardy McChatham.
Oh yeah, there's a
like you
dude.
guys-
There's a dude who works here that looks fucking.
No,
so
no,
much
not
like
works
you.
here. He owns the
Yeah,
place.
well,
Oh,
runs
really?
the place.
No, he owns it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, Bert,
Yes,
Yes.
plugs.
like
Plug time.
This isn't hot ones. We're gonna give you as much time as you want to plug.
Nice.
Just go.
Yeah.
I am at Morty's this week. That's
Yes.
it.
7.
For
We'll
real?
be at the 17:15 show. You
Yes.
better come out to that fucking song.
Okay. Listen, the most important thing about this is share this podcast with your friends.
Yeah.
I think that I've been on a lot of podcasts. This is a
Sure
really
love.
good podcast.
Thank
That
you.
we just did. That was a fantastic. I don't know about your other ones, but
Yeah.
this one,
Yeah, I know.
But, like,
this one's probably the
here's
best.
what we do.
share this with your friends. Put it on your social media. Share it, and I know that. By the way, and I can tell stats of podcasts. I know when people drop off, so they're
Sure.
no longer listening. There's 5 of you. I know that. Like I have a thing that tracks when people
We have
stop
5
listening.
viewers on YouTube right now.
Are there? What are their names?
No, it doesn't say.
Yeah, it does.
No,
Are
we're
they
fucking.
commenting?
No, it's just down at the bottom. No, we don't. I don't fucking look at that shit.
But I never found you on YouTube. Let me see that real quick.
Oh
before we
yeah,
leave.
sure. YouTube.com/permanent relegation.
Permanent relegation. Hold on
You
one
can
second.
see it right here, upside down if you want to. There you go.
Nint, N-E-N-T.
There.
That's such a. There you go.
you go.
And he's got a giant scarf that he'll
He's got his
fucking.
own scarf.
I know, but I'm just saying he'll show you. There it is. Yep.
There you go.
Permanent rela.
Gation. Red. Yep.
Without the Y.
Do you realize how far down the list you guys
I
come
just.
up?
I don't really.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
care.
no,
That's
no,
good.
no, no, no. I mean, like, there's permanent midnight.
Uh-huh.
Permanent. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's us. Oh, that's us right now.
Yeah.
I
That is
love
us.
that.
You look at you right there.
That's you. Look at that.
Where it's on
sexy
delay.
beard.
By the
But
way,
we're
did
right
you wear
there.
the same thing a month ago?
Probably.
Right now, there's 2 people watching. Hey, can you guys comment?
Whoever this is.
It's on delay.
Yeah. See, on delay.
It's great.
Um,
Thanks, Bert.
that's really cool.
I do have my Cubs my
you
Cubs
can't
shirt
even
on.
see
You
me.
have your Cubs shirt on. Nice. Yes, you can see you.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
It's all right.
Yeah, go
Your screen
to
brightness
watch my
is dark.
Showtime special. Check me out on tour.
Yep.
I love you guys. Check out my podcast, the Bertcast.
Yes.
Bert.com.
BertBert.com is my website. And
He'll actually be selling shirts tomorrow. He didn't sell any fucking
I
shirts
fucking
today.
got drunk. Sometimes that happens. You get drunk, you're like, I'm not doing merch.
Oh, fuck.
I'd rather
The
just say hi
machine
to
shirts are my favorite shirts. In
everyone.
the
Machine
fucking
shirts will be there. And I got fast shaming shirts
When did you get this Pacers hat?
yesterday at the airport.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I
Hey,
just-
Indiana Pacers. What?
Yeah.
There you go.
You
I went
need-
to high school with Reggie Smith Miller.
Reggie-
Whatever. I lied.
Reggie Smith Miller.
Okay, so
He's
anyways,
I
hyphenated.
just hyphenated.
and that's when we're done. All right. All right, guys.
Burn the 11.
Yeah.
Get
All right,
the 11 shirt.
all right. I love you guys.
Like I said,
Bye, guys.
bye. Hala Madrid.